Welcome to our Strengths Conversations today. I'm Jane coming to you from Seattle, Washington, and I am an Eddie Villa certified coach, and I love to use the Clifton Strengths Assessment as one of my tools.
Awesome. My name is Minetta Fields, joining you from Laurel, Maryland. I too am an Eddie Villa certified coach and use that tool, that strengths assessment tool, to support others in celebrating and embracing their uniqueness.
Alischa, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Alischa Pritchett, and I live in Griffin, Georgia. And I am also ADVS certified coach. And I love my strengths, and I've learned so much about myself and others by diving into them.
That's awesome. Can you share your dominant domain, Alischa?
My dominant domains are, relationship builder and executor. So I love to do everything in a way that honors my desire to connect with the right people and make sure that things get done the right way.
Oh, yes. Love it. How'd you learn about strengths?
Oh, years. So I can't remember what year it was, but with doTERRA, we got our top 5. And then shortly after that, I learned about Eddie and started following him, and the rest is just history, as they say.
Absolutely. And what did that feel like once you were able to learn your strengths?
Very empowering, and just giving myself permission to be myself and not, try to be something that I'm just not, which is what I always tried to do, You always want to, it's always, and you get this from other, outlets, other coaches or whoever different, is that, you need to build your weaknesses, work on what you're not good at to bring that stronger and to make that stronger. And I learned I didn't have to do that. And it was like, oh, yay. It was like a load off, because that was just a weight, I can't believe I did that my whole life. I mean, it would have been nice to have known about this in my 20s or even teens, and not had to have done that all my life.
For sure. So today we're going to talk to you about your adaptability strength, right?
Yes.
And where is that in your top 10 strengths?
It is my number 1.
Hey, number 1.
Yes. So for those who may not know what the adaptability strength is, I'm going to define it using Gallup's description. People strong in the adaptability theme prefer to go with the flow. They tend to be now people who take things as they come and discover the future one day at a time. Does that sound like you, Alischa?
Absolutely.
So if adaptability is your number 1 strength, what is your number 5 strength?
My number 5 strength is responsibility. You don't normally think of those two going together, or I don't. I mean, it was like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, whatever. But when I seen it in me, and, I was like, oh, that makes sense for me, Yeah.
For sure. Can you tell us how you use adaptability? Give us an example, maybe.
I am a relationship builder first, so and adaptability is a relationship building strength. So I use it to connect with other people, and for an example, if I have no schedule for the day, and even though I'm a list maker because I'm high executor, I don't really like to have calendar. I like my calendar, but I don't like to be pinned down. There's not if you look at my calendar, I've got stuff this week, maybe a little next week, but nothing in the future. It's just a blank slate. And I love that. I love having each day as a blank slate, so that whatever comes up, I can easily just do that. And if I'm not already committed in something, it's easy for me to pivot. So, if I'm just having an easy day and I don't have any appointments that are pressing and someone needs me or calls me, or, my husband or my daughter or whatever, I can easily switch and say, oh yeah, I can do that. And so I use it. That's the way I use it with relationships is to, and that
Makes sense.
Mhm.
works well with connecting.
So, how do you think your number 5 strength, responsibility, influences your adaptability?
Well, I have to be careful of the blind spot of adaptability because you can overcommit.
Mm.
And so my number 5 keeps me grounded. It keeps me in check. It's that anchor strength anyway. And so it naturally helps me to be able to say no if I allow it, which I had to learn how to do, because before I didn't realize it. And it seemed like a difficult thing to do for me. And that may not make a lot of sense, but it seemed hard because it was like I was butting heads with those two strengths all the time. But I learned that with responsibility, part of connecting and deepening my connections with others is saying no and not just all the time being moved from one to another and overcommitting, and then not having the time to say yes when my husband might need to connect with me, or my daughter in eating with the grandkids, or anything important like that, because I would be too much out there just waving, just wafting. You have to be careful of that blind spot, and that's what responsibility really helps me to do.
That's good. So I think you've shared some great things that you like about that adaptability. So Jane, we're going to leave it up to you to close us out.
All right. Well, Alischa, what would you say to somebody who's sitting on the fence about taking that Clifton Strengths assessment?
I would say that you really have nothing to lose and everything to get.
Wow.
Gain so many insights about yourself and how you, how you function at your highest level. It's just so freeing.
It really is. Thank you. Thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Yes,
Thank
thank you. We appreciate you, Alischa,
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we learned something new.
every time.